Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're going to be looking at the recent trial of Donald Trump, his court case situation thing that happened. He is, I guess, guilty for hush money, allegedly for falsifying business records. Trump's defense is they don't have credibility, okay? And the evidence is that they found 34 counts of, I guess, false entries, whatever. The public's opinion is clearly split, which we're going to find out in today's video. And I guess the impact, this could be loading the first remote president that we will see in 2024. Jump into today's video, give some commentary feedback, as well as some reactionary feedback. Go ahead.
Oh my God! If something like that can a convicted felon run for president? The answer is oh my God! Oh my God! For president. The answer is it depends on the state. Trump was convicted on 34 counts, dude! York and felons are able to vote in New York if they are out of prison. So now I have one. And Karen, let's start with you, which is
Like, let me just be frank and say this. You can see, look at her legs shaking like that. That's somebody that cannot contain their emotion regards to how they're feeling. That she's clearly overwhelmed by this news, and the dog is quite uncertain as to what's going on. They look like a Christian household. Look like a family household. You can see some pictures on the wall. Not surprised by the name regarding the TikTok, but what happened?
Trump is guilty! Motherfucker, you're going to jail! Wow! Right now are the jurors getting at it done. Fuck you! Fuck you, Trump! Fuck you!
All right, Kaz, what do you think?
I mean, can't believe Levin.
I'm gonna let this one tell itself. You can tell just by the first demeanor that this man kind of displays says a lot about what he's about to say. Never mind the name of the media.
This right now. You have a convicted felon running for president. He is currently leading the race. Hopefully that changes, but that's what the American people are dealing with right now.
Imagine saying that, like, we have a convicted felon running for president, but he's currently leading the race. Imagine you win in this position, and this is the evidence that you have for your media company, which clearly is leaning one side. What do I know?
Convicted felon, the man charged with executing the laws of the nation, has just been convicted by a jury of his peers for breaking them. So that's where we are right now. Good stuff.
Up there, what happened? What? Mom, calm down before you have a...
Just FYI, you can already see where this is going, where majority of the reactions to Trump's guilty charge is the fact that they're all quite feminized so far. And, you know, I can tell by the toilet paper in this video that who these people were during, you know, that whole toilet paper situation with COVID. I mean, I don't know why you have your toilet paper on public display. It's either shit's going down, quite quite often, or toilet paper just at the top of your staircase in the middle of your house, like put it away. It's just common decency to put your toilet paper away. It's not exactly like you're using your toilet paper for anything luxurious. Wiping your ass. Put that away. Put it away.
Damn stroke.
This jury finding Donald J. Trump guilty of
Guilty.
5 felony counts.
Oh my God, he's
Read a t-shirt.
fucking guilty. No, don't stop.
Guilty. Guilty. And you'll see on the screen we're tracking ahead. Count 9. Guilty. Count
Woo!
Probably yeah.
12. Guilty. Count 13.
Ah! Woo!
Guilty. Count 17. Guilty. Count 18. Guilty. Count
That's
19. Guilty.
Ah! It's really good news.
Guilty. Count 22.
Woo!
It doesn't know what's going on.
Count 24. Guilty. Count 25. Guilty. Count 26. Guilty.
Bro, did she just push her own kid out the way? The kid was like, let me see it. She's just gently was like, not good, millennial mama. Good.
Count 27.
Mom,
We're seeing
what's
that
really
on the
great?
screen. Guilty. Count 28. Guilty.
Guilty.
I mean, I'm not going to choose any sides here, but there's a hell of a lot of energy going into this decision that was made regarding Trump. I'm not too sure what that does for many people's lives individually, because you still got to go and make your bread, you still got to do what you got to do, you got to take your kids to school, get them, make sure they're fed and clean. You got to do your daily dues. So I'm not too sure how celebrating the guilty verdict of your former president, where your current president in place has set in the highest gas fees. I don't know, I'm not even in the United States to assume this. I have a lot of friends there at the moment that can confirm that, but there's much excitement for somebody's downfall, especially when your economy is literally crumbling. But what?
Guilty. Count 31. Guilty. Count
Your kid,
32.
Shane. Shove your kid to make a TikTok.
He's found guilty. He's found guilty on the 3rd count against him. He's a
This is
felon.
definitely
He's a
someone.
fucking felon.
Like I said, most of the videos have been feminized thus far. She definitely looks like she puts ice in her wine. And we all know what that kind of turns out to be.
Motherfuckers! Piece of shit! The judge is a piece of shit! The James is a piece of shit!
They just killed our country. You just fucking let
Alvin
them.
Bragg is a
You
piece
fucking
of
pussy
shit!
motherfucker.
We're all owned by China!
Welcome to your
China owns
You're
Biden.
Alvin Bragg.
Biden owns you.
You're Alvin Bragg.
Fuck you.
Mr. Rodriguez.
Fuck you.
Officer Dillon is rolling in his fucking grave. Rolling in his grave. Officer Dillon is rolling in his motherfucking grave. Wait until.
I told you I'm not picking any sides, but this is kind of funny. I mean, come on. These guys are so strung out on that side of the spectrum of politics that this is their stance. Two-man crew. I don't see anyone else kind of, working with them to make sure that their, point gets across with some interest. It's just these two guys. Kind of funny. I mean, obviously I don't agree with them. I would never do that. Never mind, I study politics. To have the two beautiful pieces of expensive toilet paper, but USA is funny. I love it. I think it's amazing. It's clearly a politics that determines the tone for the rest of the world. Yeah, I mean, you'll have your extremes. It's clear the level of extremes that we do have, but these reactions are, there's something else. I guess to each their own, but
We start spitting on you like Columbia University. You just fucking wait.
Fire away.
It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's very entertaining. Listen, he's gonna get away with it, and he's gonna win. Watch November. Yeah, this is just a play. He's not gonna go to prison. I know that's what you want, but it's not gonna happen. Trump's gonna win. You see all my black people, my Hispanic, what he did in the Bronx? That was amazing. That was a success. And I know that it's very cringy for you. He's gonna win. Trump is a Terminator. He's a cyborg. You can't stop him. You can do whatever you want.
Well, Joe Biden stopped him last time around, didn't he?
He's a 10-man walking, mate.
But he did, Oliver. I mean, he lost to Joe Biden.
No.
So you can't stop
him.
him.
This is a new Trump. This is a new one. Watch.
A new what?
Just watch. November.
What am I watching?
You're gonna cry. Listen, you can't stop this man.
What do you like about him?
He's invincible.
He's invincible so much that he lost.
When somebody had to ask me what I like about Trump, and between that and Joe Biden, answer's kind of obvious. Like they're not picking any sides, but if I had to make a choice, and it's kind of interesting that there's quite a bit of support rallying behind Donald Trump, despite this going down. I think like he amassed about $54 million in donations. That was quick. This is 2 days ago. That was quick. I would not underestimate the business prowess of this former president of the United States. But like I said, I know the past 2 videos have been guys, but the left-leaning side seems to be extremely feminized, and I'm not against the feministic or whatever that wants to be called these days. I'm a dude. I'm to be straight up about that. Like, my man that is hosting this call does seem kind of cringed out by the fact that another person is in support of Trump, because he does not want people to be in that way. Which is an interesting binary between the left and right of politics. That is.
The last election he ran. He's so invincible he lost to Joe Biden.
He's still there. Joe Biden
He's not, is he?
go to home, nursing home.
Oliver, I'll leave it there. Thank you for your call.
It's a bunch of hooey. I'm going to vote for Trump either way.
Do you think it's fair that he's been found guilty?
I do. I think it's the rule of law, absolutely.
I think it was rigged, the whole thing. They didn't ever really have a crime for him. They just wanted him out.
Well, I believe Biden and his people or whoever must have made sure that this would happen before the election. I'm sad about the state of the court system.
Auntie over here makes a good point that it's so coincidental that in this election year, a major election year, with all the shit that's kind of been taking place around the world, that it's just so coincidental that this happens to him now, just before. And yeah, I mean, I was doing a bit of research on this, not that much really. As you can see, I have notes right to explain what the hell this is. Anyway, and the judges that gave this verdict all happen to be of the same demographic. I mean, you cannot make this stuff. You cannot make this stuff up. It is a script. It is scripted. You cannot make it up. Directed by Tarantino or somebody, but this is it's too perfect. It's too damn perfect.
It makes me angry.
I think it's politically motivated. I think he's probably guilty of having done that, but I don't think it was something that
fact.
It's necessarily indictable offense. I think they're stretching the law.
I think he should go to jail. Anybody else would be behind bars. Cohen was behind bars. Martha Stewart, for doing something, kind of similar, was behind bars. And why is he special?
If I done it, I would be in jail. So if he's done the crime, do the time.
That accent hits so hard. He did crime, you can.
He was stone cold. Didn't react whatsoever. There was no raise of the eyebrows. There was no shrug. There was no reaction. He sat there looking at the jury, looking at each one of them as they passed by, but never made a move, never muttered anything, never changed his expression. He looked almost deflated from my experience with him. But what a moment in history, and what an experience to see this happen in real time, and to understand that Donald Trump, this man who has lived his life basically consequence.
I'm not too sure if MSNBC, what side they are on. I assume that they may be, middle to left. But I guess the way Antioquia is explaining, Trump has this demeanor where he'll accept when he's made a mistake, and he'll be pretty cool with it. Like, look, I'm not a Trump maxi or anything, but if I had to vote for a president, I'll prefer to vote for one that doesn't fall over or shakes hands with the air. I think Trump is a pretty, this word's been used quite often, based president. Even Vladimir Putin kind of had a decent respect for him and has zero respect for Joe Biden. I guess within that masculine sense, that acknowledgement of, okay, you're a guy, I'm a guy, don't mess up, I won't mess up type vibe, kind of comes through with Trump. And even the way they're trying to make it look so bad, like everyone else that's kind of celebrating him, Trump, yeah, he's going to jail. Really see which way they're leaning, what type of vibe they are, extremely emotional. Because everyone else is just like, if he's wrong, he's wrong. It is what it is. Must go to jail. Which I agree. If he's wrong, he's wrong. He must do the time. If he did the crime, do the time, like my man said. However, yeah, it's kind of brutal. If that's the right word that we can use to describe this.
Great. Was elected president despite everything that happened in 2016, is now running again, now faces the consequences of being held to account in a jury, held to account, found guilty of multiple felonies by a jury of his peers here in Manhattan.
I heard you guys broke the internet today with donations.
We did. DonaldJTrump.com. Everybody is going. There were so many hits to the website. Within about 2 or 3 minutes, it crashed out. But it's back up and running. No one's going to stop us. No one's going to slow us down. Jesse, I just came from Trump Tower with President Trump. There's nobody who's more defiant and who's going to be out there fighting all the way through. And I have a message for these crooked Democrats who think they got away with one today. The real verdict is going to be November 5th.
We'll visit him through the glass, we'll talk to him through the phone, and it'll be the greatest presidency of all time from jail. Put him in jail, and let's get this party started.
You heard it straight up there, guys. I mean, this may actually be the first remote president that takes place in history from prison. I mean, I don't have respect for prisoners. Well, it depends on what crime they did and if they are actually guilty for it. But if there's a lot of innocently convicted inmates that kind of exist to this day. But if this is the case with Trump, I think that this may garner a little bit more support than what people were expecting. And like I said, the guy doesn't look like he's phased what's happening. He's quite defiant, as it explicitly stated. I think that he may actually be in good standing. Yep. Thanks for watching, guys. I'm going to be doing a little bit more of these reactionary videos, looking at society and what things are happening. So be sure to like, subscribe, and thank you for watching. day.